Welcome back to Let's Talk Forestry. Today we are here in County Louth to meet with John Woods. John has a semi-mature forest that's just had a first thinning and roading done. Let's hear what John has to say about his forestry journey to date.
We looked at the various options and it seemed to be the best, and I think now still it was the best. It suited the forestry. There would be other land we had which we wouldn't really plant on, land that you could plough and land you could do other things with. This land was more beef grazing land. We thought, looking at the thing at the time, that the forestry would be a good option, and it transpired it was. We were surprised by how quickly the forest roads ended up being constructed. It didn't take much longer than 2 months from the machines came in until the job was finished. Now, our forest is in 2 plots, the smaller plot where we are now and a larger plot. This plot is far from the road, so we lost some meterage in getting up from the road into the forest. Both the roads were put in at the same time, so there was a machine here putting in this road and another machine in the other forest putting in the other road at the same time. That obviously speeded it up. Had both of them been one after the other, it would have taken a bit longer, maybe even twice as long. We were surprised pleasantly at how quickly it was done. When they were putting in the roads, because there was no harvester in the area that could be used to clear the trees had to be taken out with the shears on the excavator. And then we had a lot of our own stone that we used, virtually all our own stone bar the finish we had available, and it was a solid ground on our own stone, and that made a big difference to the amount of stone and the build-up that could be used in different places. And the road after they were finished, it's roughly what we expected. Now, we wouldn't have had a lot of experience of forest roads on that scale, but yeah, we were happy, and it was what we expected. A lot of local people now walk on the road now because the public road, shall we say, is very busy because there's a quarry over next to the forest, and a lot of people who like to walk on that road find it not very safe because of all the trucks and lorries, and they have moved into walking on the forest road. When the timber is extracted and when we're finished drawing it out, we lock the gates. We plan to lock the gates and put up CCTV as extra security to make sure that no vehicles who shouldn't be in do go in. Obviously walkers are welcome, but vehicles shouldn't really be in there. Looking at now at what we might have done differently, really we wouldn't have done much differently, but what we might have put a better pedestrian access in at the gates, because we have stiles, but like a lot of things, when you see them actually in use, then you realise that, you know, a lot of people, well, some people anyway, like to walk their dogs, and stiles are awkward for walking dogs. I mean, it can be done, but it's awkward. We might actually, after everything's finished, look into putting an easier pedestrian access into the roads so that people with dogs can go in and out. At the minute, because the gate's not locked, the timber's going out, it's not an issue, but when the timber's fully extracted and we lock up. This now is the first thinning we did. So as to the number of trees taken out, Greenbelt was the company that managed the harvesting for us. A forester was here regularly taking control plots to see how much timber was being taken out and to see that there wasn't too much or too little. And we were very happy with the management of it and with the amount that came out, which is in line with what we had planned to come out. You can see there the forest is much more open than it was. It was quite dense now when it was before it was thinned. Well, there's a lot of archaeology in this forest. There's a mass rock that Oliver Plunkett is reputed to have said mass at. There's standing stones. There's an enclosure in this part of the forest which has a large exclusion zone around it that we weren't able to thin in. Now that the forest has been thinned and is more open, it's easier to see and get to these features, particularly with the lines of trees, the racks that have been taken out. You can get in very close to any archaeology that you want to see, and the mass rock in particular. Hopefully, when the trees are finished being extracted and been taken away, we'll be able to maybe clear up a bit better on one of the racks to bring you over to the mass rock. The second thinning will probably be in about 4 or 5 years. We expect them to do well now that they've opened up. So given a year or two to them get back fully in, we would hope that be maybe 4, possibly 5 at most, before we'd be in again. If someone was thinking of doing a first thinning, or I suppose any thinning, I mean, the best thing I could say to them would be apply early, because things take longer than you expect. We ran in and out to COVID, and that was a delay as well, even though, you know, I suppose it's not directly affecting, but it did slow everything down too. And to, you know, pay particular attention to the conditions you get, to make sure that there's no condition in there that's unexpected and sort of delays you when you go to do the operations.
That's all for this month on Let's Talk Forestry. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be back again next month interviewing another forest owner at a different stage in their forest life cycle. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us make more videos in the future and allow forest owners to share their experiences on this social media platform. Thank you for watching. See you next month.